So I was going to make a little video to demonstrate something that I talk about in the puppy classes and the elementary manners class that I thought might be helpful for some people to see as opposed to just hearing me describe it. It's about being able to handle and touch your dog in order to do things they're going to need to do to them throughout their life. So if they're going to probably need toenail trims, they may need eye or ear medication, some dogs may need grooming. So there's things that will be better if they are used to what we want to do rather than us sort of springing it all on them in one big go. So what I want to do is start with my dog or puppy hanging out calmly with me. So Tristan is our model tonight. He's not confined here. He could choose to go. He's here because he knows that I have some little treats here for him. So he's going to hang out here. And what I want to practice is reaching calmly with some intent toward him. Intent to do something as opposed to just us hanging out and petting him and ruffling him and things like that. So I want to be able to reach out toward him and do a touch. So just showing him my hands are empty because he's checking for food. Yes. And then reward him. And the way I do this is that my marker word happens when I'm actually doing the touch, and then the reward happens. So it's something like this. Yes. Okay, because I want him to know that he's getting rewarded for me doing the touching, not for me taking my hands away. I want the good part to be emphasized, that it's him letting me do whatever I'm up to with him. Okay. So often ears are all right. Feet is another tricky spot. So I'll start where they're comfortable. So most puppies or dogs will let you touch a shoulder. Yes. If that goes well. Try an elbow. Yes. Now he's just sniffing me, but let's say his nose was coming down and he was kind of thinking about what I was doing, or maybe thinking about chewing or playing, or kind of changing the subject that way. So then what I would want to do is just stop for a moment. So here goes my reaching. Yes. So you can see him respond even just my little pause. He straightened his head up. He's used to that from me, that, oh, you moved, I'm going to stop for a moment. If he wants me to give him the treat, he wants me to finish what I was doing. Yes. And it also tells him that I heard him, that I'm not just going to insist over top of what he says. I'm going to stop and give him a second and see if he can collect himself. Okay, no. Yes. He's just wondering why I'm talking too much and not giving him food. Sit. Yes. It's easier if I go to pick up feet if he's sitting. Except he's sliding. So I work my way down the leg from where they're comfortable to where they might be a little bit more sensitive. Very common for puppies to have issues with their feet, because if you think about it, when they play, you'll get some that will do these foot grabs when they play. So it's common for puppies to want to respond to that. Head is the other one. I like to be able to get hands on their head, but again, it often looks like that bitey face game that they're used to playing. But if I can work to get, yes, hands on their head, then I can work to do things like look in their eyes and lift up their lips. Yes. And for mouth, I generally look through the side. Yes. And you split it down into small pieces as your puppy's comfortable with. So working toward getting hands on the head may be a little process in and of itself. He's actually taught to do this chin rest, so that's why he's offering this. But then I might start working on like it might be really brief little lip pickups. And what happens is they get good with that, so you ask for a little bit more, and eventually you can do the whole, oh my, look what nice teeth you have. Yes. Okay. So it's easier if you start where they are and increase gradual increments so that they are successful, so that stillness is what's happening in this, not chewing on me or rolling around trying to play. We want them to be still, because if you actually have to put ear medication in, you don't want them trying to play with you or rolling around the ground. Stillness will be your friend, so that's what we want to incorporate into this. Have that as your goal, more so than, how far down the leg can you get, and can you separate all the toes. The rest of that will come if they're still, but if you focus on getting all the way to the toes and they're busy chewing on you, that can get caught up in this and stay with you, and you don't want that. So thank you for listening. I hope this helps. Thank you.